So, as you know, you've just completed a series of different exercises to move joints in your body. And I explained that how to integrate that all together, so you're doing your neck, you're doing your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your hips, your knees, your ankles. And it is fantastic where you do that little by little. And so why have I been having you do this in this sequential fashion? Well, as you may know, I taught Tai Chi to probably 150 or more college students at Earlham College when I went there in the mid 70s. And I've also studied with masters in Japan, in Taiwan, and other parts of the U.S. Numerous masters of Tai Chi and Qigong. And over the years of practicing myself and learning things, there are lots of special tips and special internal work that I understand that goes along with the external postures and movements. So this particular sequence of joint mobility exercises and range of motion exercises fits very well into a particular practice called Ritsu Zen, which I highly recommend. So I've sort of been preparing you to do this Ritsu Zen exercise, although you did not know that that is what my secret plan was. So now we are going to introduce you to Ritsu Zen. And this is something that, just like these other exercises you've been doing, takes very little space. You do have to have a little circumferential space where you can allow your arms to swing. But your feet are fixed in a position with approximately at shoulder width apart, ideally barefoot, and with the inside of the feet, inside parts of the feet parallel. And I have a video showing that, of course. And so you're going to stand, you're going to relax into your knees, and you're just going to slowly start to rotate. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and your entire body moves along with it. And this is actually moving all of those joints in consort. And it's a fantastic exercise. It's a way to meditate. It's a way to get your sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system more in balance, to reduce stress, to deepen your breathing, and to clarify your thoughts and calm your emotions. So I find Ritsu Zen to be really, really fantastic. And so in this video, you're going to see me doing Ritsu Zen out in a backyard. There's some loose bricks here and there and other things. I have my shoes off the side. And it's very simple. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in hotel rooms if you need to. You can do it in any park. Now, over the last 50 plus years that I've been doing these exercises, I've done them all over the world. I've done them in parks. I've done them in inside apartments. I've done them in the lawns outside of apartments. There was actually one time I was doing it many, many years ago in front of my mother's apartment, and I was doing Tai Chi as well. And I was doing this very slow motion thing, and there was a police officer sort of who came over, and he was at a distance observing me. And then after I was finished, I said, "Yes, can I help you?" He said, "Oh, what were you doing?" He was very, very polite, very nice about it. And I said, "Oh, I'm doing Tai Chi. It's a martial arts." He said, "Yeah, I thought that's what it was. But one of the neighbors saw you out the window and thought maybe there was a crazy man out doing something in the yard, and so was afraid and called." And no, this was not my mother who called, because she had seen me do that many times, but someone else. And so I explained it, and I said I'd be very happy to speak to that person. He said, "No, I don't think that's necessary." He would go and talk to that person and explain what was going on. But I've done that there in Nepal. I was doing it out in the park, and large people gathered all around watching. And so the police shooed me on because they didn't want a large group of people gathering around. So when you're doing these exercises and Ritsu Zen, you will find that perhaps people gather around because the energy is so peaceful. It actually can attract people and in a charismatic way. I'm not saying I'm charismatic. I'm just saying that doing that exercise puts you in a frame of mind and creates an energy field that is very calming and very soothing, and people just kind of get mesmerized by it, sort of a hypnotic trance even watching. So my suggestion is that you practice this exercise. You can do it for as little as a minute, and you can do it as long as 20 minutes if you want. 5 minutes is a great amount of time. And so it's a kind of integrative exercise. You're getting a lot of your joints moving. You're getting some of the range of motion of your joints, and it's an integrated fashion where the midline, the brain, and the spinal cord are sort of the pivotal point, and they're rotating also. And that kind of rotation in the whole spine, neck region is really important to pump cerebral spinal fluid and blood to your brain. And as you know, in my Brain Wealth and Longevity program, blood circulation is a key component of health for your entire nervous system. And so this is very positive for that as well. So this is one of the exercise practices that I teach people, suggest to people. And so now you watch, and you can watch along as I do it and practice yourself. Good luck with it, and I hope you enjoy it. And so in this part of the practice, I'm showing you both how the arms come across the body and slap against the body as you end the, you're going from one twist to the opposite side twist. You're twisting your body to the right, twisting your body to the left. There's a centering aspect where most of the movement is supposed to come from just below the belly button. That's a little advanced. You don't have to really think about that right now. Just do the twisting, and your body will naturally start to feel where its center of gravity, and that's actually where it is just below the belly button. One center of gravity of your body can be there. If it's too high up, it's very easy to fall over. If it's there, rock solid. And then I also show you what the arms look like coming around behind the back, slapping in that way, where it's very comfortable doing that. It gives a very mild massage to the back and the hip region, as well as the front of the body. And also at the very end, I show you how the body, as you're slowing down, there's still this little rotation that's going on. The arms are still swinging. It's sort of like a grandfather clock that has a pendulum. So there's a pendulum going like this, and eventually, if the grandfather clock has not been wound up properly, then the pendulum will slowly come to a standstill. And then you're back to that where you started. You start standing still, you end standing still. And the difference between the two, I think you will find, is transformatively remarkable. The difference in how you feel. And as you walk, feel how you walk. The differences, and then go back out in life and being in the now, being much more present, being much more able to be balanced in your reactions and responses. And the super advanced aspects of this will be described in the course itself. All the little details, the nuances that I have learned from my masters, as well as I have learned doing this for more than 50 years based on energetic medicine as well. And you can always add the heart-shaped glasses as a special reminder that you should try to radiate love out while you're doing this.